Hello friends, this is Scott. We're down here at the homestead. I'm getting ready to, edge my garden. At the same time, I'm hilling up my second planting of potatoes. And I want to talk about where the future of my composting is probably going to go, as well as my planting beds. And while I'm digging, I'm finding lots of big earthworms. So I know that I'm building the soil correctly, and we got lots of life in the soil, and things are looking good there. But I always have an edging problem. I'm always having weeds get into my planting bed, so I want to alleviate that. But I also want to create my new planting beds by raised beds, by digging in the edges and piling that soil up on top. And as you see here, I've dug both sides. And so it looks pretty good. And got the potatoes not all the way buried. I need a little bit more soil, but you kind of see the plan is raised beds. And it's taken me time to create beds. It's taken me several years. And now I'm finally getting to the point of being able to raise beds and, having enough soil to get them up there. As you see the flat area there, that's where I had the onions. And that'll be marching forth, and I'll be digging another kind of trench on the other side when I pull the rest of the onions up. And I'll be building up that side to start making those raised beds and adding more compost and horse manures. Mr. Lincoln's with me for a couple of weeks, so it's nice to have him down here. But yeah, had to remove on the edges quite a bit of grass, and it's full of bugs and things like that. And like always, I have the convenience of just taking the wheelbarrow right over to the edge and throwing all that material down to the chickens, and they're loving it. So you see the three going at it right there. They're the newer chickens, and they're the kings and queens of the flock. I guess they're all queens of the flock, I guess. I have no roosters, so. But yeah, most of the flock is now integrated. There's still two that get beat up if they're out and about. So yeah, haven't added any more chickens yet. But so again, like I've always been doing, I've been collecting manures from the pasture, and this is going to show you kind of where I'm at. Now, I'm still with my hot compost. I'm still going to collect manures when I can and put them in a big bin and let them just sit for a year or so. But right now, I think this is the way I'm going to be doing my composting, or most of it is. I'm just going to take manures and other organic matter, grass clippings and straw and other things, and I'm just going to fill these trenches up with the fresher of the manures. Now, this will do a couple things for me. Okay, in the hot drought months, which we are in Utah, this will help conserve some moisture and provide moisture to the plants. So I'll fill those trenches up with the manures, and I'll probably, cap them with straw. And when I water, those will all get moist, and that organic matter will retain moisture that can be released, back into the bed, or the plants can send their roots into that material to find moisture and fertility. So, and then when that compost is done every year, I can just take my shovel and I can just keep building the beds up and throwing that material up on top. Now, I did go to the first planting of potatoes because I had my last of my steak from the last year's beef, and I wanted to get some big potatoes, and I was a little leery because my first digging of potatoes wasn't very successful, but I found a pretty good sized red one, and the white ones aren't terribly small, but they're, hopefully they'll still grow a little bit more. But I want to show you the corn, and it's all tasseled out, and you see, and hope you can hear, I did raise the volume up a little bit here. You can see all the honeybees. Now, we hear a lot in the news about the honeybees all dying off, but this year we've got a good honeybee crop down here because they're definitely enjoying the corn. Now they're collecting the pollen for themselves, but they're not. They'll help drop some pollen onto the silks. But corn is a wind pollinated crop, not necessarily an insect pollinated. So here's a look at the silks, and they're looking like they're ready to receive that pollen. And we should be getting some corn here in the next few weeks. So yeah, the corn is very erratic on height. And this is the first planting of corn, and my second planting is doing okay too. I don't think I filmed any of that for this video, but yeah, you hear the buzzing, and there's hopefully you get tons of honeybees. So they're loving the corn, and they're collecting lots of the pollen on their legs. So as we march down looking at the rest of the garden, there's the eggplant and some peppers, and you see the tangled mess of potatoes with bindweed. And then you see a few of the sweet potatoes. And Mr. Lincoln is bounding through the garden, so he's enjoying being down here and get a little more freedom and a bigger yard to explore. Now, the bindweed has been, again, terrible. And here's my asparagus patch, and I put that fence up to keep the animals out, as well as to help keep the asparagus upright. But can't clean it up now, because if I try to pull the bindweed, it just rips the asparagus, so I'm just going to leave it. And then in the fall, I'll open that up, and I'll pull all that when I cut the asparagus fronds, and we'll get her cleaned up again. I do have some hard squash. I think those are probably spaghetti squash. They're coming up. They're growing, and so we'll have hopefully some winter squash. And this, that area is getting a little bit of shade, and it's not doing the best. My onions I did not pick that were grown from plants, or have bulbed up a little bit since I harvested the other onions, and so there's some that are fairly decent size, still not the greatest. But again, when I pull these out, once the tops fall over like that one, I will mound up and make the second raised bed right next to the second planting of potatoes. So I'll just keep marching forth and keep building that soil up. I did find some pickling cucumbers. Those are my first cucumbers of the year. They're not the prettiest things in the world, but I did cut them up along with some zucchinis and crookneck squash, and I have some more cabbage there, and I made some more of the pickled. So I got pickled cabbage, and then I've got the cucumbers, so there'll be the pickles, and then the zucchinis also will be pickled, and I think it tastes pretty similar. But here's a look at what it's all about. This is all from my yard. That's the beef from last year. That's the last T-bone steak. A little bit of zucchini, some of my potatoes I showed you earlier, and I did pull some beans out of the freezer. I will be getting some fresh beans here in the next week or so. But that's all from the garden or from the pasture. So that's what this place is all about, and that's where I want to get to more and more. I wanted to show you my pond build. Now that's as far as I've gotten, and I just threw my water trough in. There's 580 gallons to show you that I still got about a foot more to dig, and that's where I hurt my back. So I haven't been doing a lot of digging, but yeah, that's how much I've got done, and I got to do a little more digging. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, future of my compost is going to be in the pathways, and it doesn't mean I'm going to give up on my other composting. The chickens are going to produce a lot. If I have materials, I'll do hot compost, and I will collect more manures. But right now, I think I'm just going to take those manures and put them right out where they need to be, and then they'll rot in place, and then they'll make great fertile soil. It is fly season, so that's the only dilemma I have is, I got to make sure the manures aren't too fresh because I don't want to bring a bunch of flies to the house. Well, anyway, that's where we're at on the garden and what we're doing with the preserving and the eating, and we're doing okay. So I just got to keep on swimming. It is August 1st. And we're looking forward to much more coming on, which includes corn and tomatoes. Well, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Thank you.